Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State arrived at the Aso Rock Presidential Villa in Abuja on Thursday, January 22, 2026, for a high-profile meeting with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that has since ignited a wave of national discussion. The visit occurred during a period of intense political activity at the State House, as Makinde's arrival followed shortly after that of Governor Caleb Mutfwang of Plateau State, who recently made headlines by defecting from the People's Democratic Party to the ruling All Progressives Congress. As one of the few remaining influential voices within the opposition PDP, Makinde's presence at the seat of power naturally sparked immediate questions about the purpose of his visit and whether it signaled a shift in the nation's political landscape. Clad in his characteristic professional attire, the Oyo State governor proceeded directly to the president's office for a closed-door session that lasted a significant duration, leaving reporters and political analysts eager for details on what was discussed behind those private doors. Emerging from the meeting to address the State House correspondents, Governor Makinde was quick to dispel the growing rumors of any impending defection to the APC. He stated firmly that he remains comfortable within the People's Democratic Party, despite the recent exodus of several of his colleagues to the ruling party. Makinde emphasized that his visit was not about partisan politics, but was instead focused on critical issues of governance that affect every Nigerian, regardless of their political affiliation. He articulated a vision of leadership where the president is viewed not as the leader of a specific party, but as the president of the entire nation. According to the governor, there are certain junctures in the life of a country where a bipartisan approach becomes an absolute necessity. He argued that when dealing with challenges that impact the lives of millions, such as the economy and national stability, it is essential for leaders to look beyond party lines and focus on the best interests of the country. The meeting took place against a backdrop of complex political history, as Makinde was a prominent member of the G5 group of governors who famously broke ranks with the PDP leadership during the 2023 electoral cycle. While this history often colors public perception of his interactions with the presidency, the governor insisted that his relationship with President Tinubu remains harmonious and constructive. He rejected the notion that there was any underlying friction or animosity, stating that his previous public remarks were never intended to suggest a breakdown in communication or respect between the state and federal levels of government. If you find this report insightful, please take a moment to like and share this video with others. This professional engagement, he noted, is vital for the effective administration of the country, especially as Nigeria navigates various socio-economic hurdles. While the governor focused his public remarks on the spirit of cooperation, an alternative narrative regarding the meeting surfaced through a statement issued by former Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose. In a detailed account published the same day, Fayose claimed to provide the untold story of the encounter, suggesting that the atmosphere inside the villa was far more pointed than the official briefings indicated. Fayose alleged that Governor Makinde did not meet with the president alone, but was accompanied by Governor Caleb Mutfwang. According to this account, the president informed Makinde that while he was always open to discussing official matters concerning the welfare of Oyo State, he would not entertain private discussions on political maneuvers. Fayose's statement further alleged that the president challenged the governor to be consistent in his public and private utterances, particularly concerns about a one-party state. This narrative suggested a firm stance from the presidency, indicating that political support for 2027 was not expected, and that the president would remain committed to his own party's interests while maintaining his loyalty to existing political allies like the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. Beyond the political theater, the governor's visit highlighted the pressing need for collaborative efforts to address the human impact of the challenges facing the nation. Only a week prior to this meeting, Governor Makinde had publicly mourned the loss of 5 forest rangers at the Old Oyo National Park, an incident that underscored the ongoing security difficulties within the region. During his time at the villa, the governor alluded to the fact that issues such as insecurity and poverty alleviation do not carry a party color. These are national burdens that require the collective intelligence and resources of both the federal and state governments. The human cost of insecurity remains a central concern for many Nigerians, and the governor's emphasis on governance suggests that these practical, life-saving issues were at the heart of his mission to Abuja. He maintained that for democracy to survive and for the welfare of the people to be improved, leaders must be able to consult with one another and find common ground on the projects that define the Nigerian experience. The official records from the State House confirmed the visit as a courtesy call, part of a busy day for President Tinubu that also included the swearing-in of the new chairman and commissioners of the Federal Character Commission. During those ceremonies, the president urged all officials to act as the conscience of the nation, a theme that mirrored Makinde's call for bipartisan responsibility. As the governor departed the villa, the conversation shifted from the immediate details of the meeting to the broader implications for the future of the opposition. Makinde's insistence that he is not following the trend of defection serves as a significant statement of intent for the PDP's survival. He argued that a healthy democracy requires a robust opposition, and that working with the government on national projects should not be misunderstood as a lack of party loyalty. This visit remains a focal point for understanding the current dynamics between the various tiers of government in Nigeria. It illustrates the delicate balance leaders must strike between representing their political parties and fulfilling their duties to the broader electorate. While the untold stories and political claims provide a layer of intrigue, the primary focus remains on how these high-level discussions translate into improved security and economic relief for the citizens of Oyo State and Nigeria at large. The governor's message was clear. The project of building a nation is a task for everyone, and the doors of communication must remain open to ensure that the best foot is always put forward for the country. As the political landscape continues to evolve ahead for future cycles, the interactions inside the villa on this day will likely be remembered as a key moment of engagement between the opposition and the presidency. Thank you for staying informed with us. Please remember to like this video, share it with your network, and subscribe to GLOBALVIEW for more factual and balanced news updates.